Turning now to our deals report, Genius Sports announced it would go public earlier today. This is the UK gaming tech firm going to be valued at about $1.5 billion following a reverse merger with Harry Yu's DMY Technologies. Genius Sports is the first company in the UK to go public via a US SPAC. Our own Ed Hammond caught up with CEO Mark Locke earlier. Take a listen.
I think the opportunity, I mean, we're a global company. The opportunity in emerging markets is very, very exciting, and taking our business, positioning ourselves as a New York Stock Exchange listed entity gives us all the benefits of a traditional listing, i.e., access to capital, a strong investor base who understands the market, but it really gives us the ability to focus on these emerging markets such as the United States.
And is that where the growth opportunities is for a company like Genius to actually go out beyond the UK and look at, as you say, I mean, it's funny to think of the US as an emerging market, but certainly a growth market.
Yeah, sure. I mean, look, we're truly global, so we operate in all regulated markets globally. But what we're seeing increasingly is that the markets are becoming more regulated. The United States, with the passing of PASPA a couple of years ago, is seeing very, very rapid growth. We're seeing rapid developments also in South America, and in fact in Germany as well. So there's an awful lot of opportunity globally, and I think the United States really gives us an opportunity to take the foundations that we've built, the product sets we've built, the fact that we've reached critical mass in our product set, and take that business forward and take advantage of the opportunities that were presented there.
Just a question, Mark, about going into the public markets at a time when there is so much volatility, so much uncertainty, and then you do become, obviously, subject to those huge swings. Why now? Why not wait until we're sort of in a slightly more normalized economic situation?
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting question. I mean, we're given an opportunity now to capitalize on the investment and the developments that we've made over the past few years. We were acquired a couple of years ago by Apax, which is a very large, very well-regarded private equity firm that's been incredibly supportive to our growth journey. And I think where we've got to now is we've got to a position where it's the right time for the business to progress with further investments, and again, and the access to capital that the stock market gives us makes that easier. But also on top of that, the opportunities that are going to come up in the next few years for acquisition and M&A opportunities. So I think where we're seeing the market is we're seeing ourselves incredibly well placed in the United States. We've got the critical mass, and now we've got the right capital structure to really take the business forward.
And look, the SPAC model, obviously, as I mentioned, has been extremely hot recently. I think, therefore, has drawn probably rightly a lot of skepticism from people saying, look, there's just too much money in the space. There are too many new blank check companies sort of scouring over the corporate world to try and find targets. Did you have any reservations about going down this route because of that, as I say, that sort of skepticism about the SPAC model?
I think the important thing is to make sure that you choose the partner wisely. And, we've got a very unique business. We're incredibly well positioned. We've got very, very strong financials. Even through COVID, we've experienced extremely, extremely strong growth. So from our point of view, picking the right partner that allowed us to achieve the goals of a fast listing that gave us the ability to concentrate on continuing to deliver for our customers, our partners, and keeping focused on our core business was really the goal.
And you talked a little bit about the geographic opportunities. What are the sort of factors you need to see happening in the markets to make this company really realize its potential in terms of growth?
So it's interesting, actually, is we're a supplier to virtually all of the sports betting operators you've heard of, and as such, an investment in Genius, which is a way of investing really in the sector, in the continuing regulation and continuing growth of the sector. In the United States, we're seeing a lot of new states come online as they become licensed. We are extremely progressive in our licensing. We're licensed in 10 states, with 3 tribal states as well as have application going in all of the others that are available to us. So we're well positioned to take advantage of that growth. I think there's an expression in the UK which is a rising tide lifts all boats, and I really think that for our business that's something that we benefit from in the regulating markets.